Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I know you've asked me to summarize my 10-minute submission to 3 minutes. I will try. One is that I rise to oppose this bill for a number of reasons. One is that the bill tries to address issues of affordable housing, which cannot be gainsaid. But then, when you look at it, is it addressing the root cause of affordability and availability of housing? The answer is no. Basically, this bill, what it tries to do is to justify and give a legal backing to housing levy, and has totally nothing to do with issues of affordable and availability of housing. I thought, or I'd rather, that it would look at issues of land tenure system, it would look at issues of physical planning, regulations, and the likes. Because if it doesn't look at all that, then we are not addressing the real issue of issues of affordable housing, which again, when you look at clause 11, basically we are saying that these funds, the bigger problem is financing and nothing else. So the whole question is that the problem of housing will be solved by public financing through overtaxation of Kenyans, which I don't agree. I would wish that we would look as a government to look at other alternative methodologies of addressing issues of housing. Can we enable people to self-build their houses by providing the necessary infrastructure, providing sewer system, providing electricity, and making proper policies that will enable people to even build their own houses? Another element, should we overtax Kenyans to have these houses? Why can't we work in public-private partnership to enable the private partners to build up houses that then the government can help in subsidizing issues of land and other components to allow Kenyans to own such houses? Another element that needs to be addressed and is not clear is on the issues of land. This can be looked at as a scheme to grab high premium public land, because all this land is being transferred to private developers, will be owned privately. We do not have proper land banks as a country. When we want to do development for public good in future, where will we get this land? Where are the counties getting compensation for this land? So that issue must be adequately addressed before we pass, or rather, before we bring this bill to the table. Another component is on public participation. Who participated in that? The most paid person in all this exercise is the employee, and to some extent the private employers. What did they submit? Because these are the people who are paying this levy. If you go to the streets and take CHOKORAS and other people in a hall and ask them if they want affordable housing, they'll say yes, because it doesn't pay them anywhere. They don't pay anything. It is the employee of this country who is struggling with overtaxation that we are going to levy them some more. Another component as we move is that the bill is trying to address issues of the court ruling on discrimination.
Honorable Baya, what is out of order?
Stand on a point of order on language, Honorable Speaker. You know, Honorable Mugabe has been elected by members, but today the same members, because he's opposing this bill, he's calling them CHOKORAS. No. I am perturbed that he can actually stand in this house and call his electors, the people who he brought to this house, who brought him to this house, CHOKORAS.
No.
I mean, I think you got it out of context. Not use words like that.
Order.
Honorable Mugabe.
Honorable Baya, take your seat.
I think you've got it out of context.
Order. Did you use the word CHOKORAS?
I withdraw the term chokora.
Proceed. Thank you.
But what I'm saying is
proceed.
If we take people who are not affected by this levy, how will their contribution how will their contribution be of value to this bill if we are not addressing people who are pained by paying for this levy? And when you look at it, they are trying to the bill just trying to address the issue of the ruling of the court that it is discriminatory. And when I look at clause 4, clause 4, they are trying clause 4(2)(b). It tries to address that issue, but there is no clear criteria on how they are going to levy the people who are not salaried, who are not employed. There is no clear criteria. And if they were, again, when you look at clause 6(b), it gives the cabinet secretary for treasury powers to exempt from applications of section 4. But it does not give a proper list or a proper criteria on how they will be exempted. What is likely to happen is that because it is imminent that they cannot tax, especially the informal sector, properly, the cabinet secretary can decide that I'm exempting that category and we'll go back to where we are right now. And these are some of the issues that we want to be addressed. Issues of eligibility. When you look at clause 30, it actually opens gates of corruption, because it basically means anybody can apply for that, to be eligible for housing. And that would mean the people who have will get the houses, the have-nots will not get the houses. There is no clear criteria that will enable now the people who really need those houses to afford, or rather to purchase those houses. I submit.